Welcome to the underside of our car. Don't worry, these stickers are coming off because we don't really want those on there anymore. There's some stuff that's going to be going on here. For one, like, don't leave your car sit outside for 5 years because it will make your rusty parts really bad that were like non-existent before. First thing we're gonna have to do is this entire gas tank is gonna have to go away. This is where our rear suspension is going to go. So basically what we're gonna have to do here, drop that down, create a subframe for this beast, which really shouldn't be too bad, and figure out suspension, because that's gonna be the biggest pain in the ass part. So we're gonna have to do that. Exhaust is gonna go away because we're gonna have a drive shaft right here. The exhaust is not gonna come out the back of this car. There's just no way it's gonna happen. We're gonna have to take this little swing arm setup off that they set up on here, which is like, really wish I could have kept it, but just with the way this is mounted on here and the shock location or strut location and everything, I just can't really do a drive shaft going through here, unfortunately. So this stuff's all gonna go away. And for those of you, yes, I realized I lifted with both of those pointing forward. It's not staying like this. I'm not working on it like that. I want to flip those around before we do anything. We're going to drop this front subframe out to get the engine and trans out, and probably pull the front suspension out as well with that. Once I figure out a way to be able to get this in and out of our shop, I can't have an entire bay of my very large shop. There's the whole thing. I can't have that tied up for that long. So we're gonna drop this down, kind of mock something up to set up here on the floor underneath for where the very large seeming engine is right now. The thing's kind of a behemoth. But the cool thing is, and I measured from the fan where the front of the radiator was sitting here, so the firewall is more than enough room to make this happen. So yeah, there's plenty of space for that. We're probably gonna wind up cutting out some of the firewall here to make some clearance for the bell housing. We don't really need to, but I kind of want to make this thing handled decently. Even right now, as it sits, this engine is forward of the axles, right? I mean, this is kind of a weird little setup they got going on here. So we want to try and keep this LS tucked back. I think this entire engine and transmission assembly, wet, is like still 200 pounds lighter than the LS by itself. So we definitely want to try and keep some of that weight a little bit more rearward, not too far back, to get that set up. So we're gonna get that going. We got more wiring harness stuff to pull out, just a few little odds and ends. And then we're gonna drop this down and see how the rest of that garbage is gonna fit under here, and how we're gonna route, I don't know, everything. So yeah, that's it for now. We'll keep you guys updated on a little bit more with this project.